He's supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German. Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
You're in for murder, extortion, and kidnapping.
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
Not a cop, I'm your friend.
One story the guys told me, the story I believe, was from his days in Turkey. There was a gang of Hungarians that wanted their own mob. They realized that to be in power, you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't.
I'm on your side.
Michael, why do you need to socialize with so many women?
I mean, what's wrong with the little companionship? Huh?
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, Kit if you prefer.
So why are we on the Model Y US order page? Well, something new has appeared on the website. Grok AI, now available. Let's read this. Grok. You can now talk to Grok, your AI companion from XAI in your vehicle. You can choose Grok's voice and personality, ranging from storyteller to unhinged. Ladies and gentlemen, the future has arrived.
Hey, someone's coming! Yo!
Clay, get in the car!
What are you doing? Should we flag them down? Maybe they know something.
There's no one in that car!
Are you letting this car go?
Well, AOL says it is pulling the plug on its dial-up internet service. Now, you may recall that droning tone the service made when you started your internet modem to surf the web or instant message your friends decades ago, right? It's decades ago. That service will shut down at the end of September. AOL says the shutdown comes after a routine evaluation of its products and its services. I really didn't know that still existed.
No, I mean,
honestly. But you know,
I feel like maybe like 15 years ago, it was one way it should have gone out. Right. You got to look at that person's job who was still like, oh, we still need this last 10 years.
That's true. I don't want to, disparage that.
It could be called the silence of the techno-nerds. The world's largest computer service, America Online, went down yesterday for 19 hours, taking with it millions of subscribers who were suddenly cut off from their information wonderland.
6 million people were taken offline. An electronic community of 6 million people were blacked out. You couldn't have electronic chat sessions online, and you couldn't get instant news and stock quotes.
Starfish Software in Scotts Valley, California, was having a big day, launching a new product when America Online cut them off from their potential customers.
We first kind of just looked at each other and said, gosh, now what do we do?
For some netheads and geeks, and that's what they call themselves, the crash of America Online left them feeling lost in cyberspace.
Basically, the entire thing had crashed.
And your reaction?
Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Down at Cyberfeld's, a computer coffee house in New York City, where people meet and greet, dial up information services, check out entertainment, and even order a steak online, there was a feeling that people's lives had been unplugged.
And without it, you're very frustrated, you're very anxious.
A black day, black day.
Physics student Shani Offen lost more than information when America Online died. She'd been flirting out in cyberspace.
And you lost a relationship because of this?
A potential relationship.
And the worst thing of all for many netheads was having to resort to a more primitive technology. Telephones and faxes. Peter Van Sant, CBS News, New York.
Definitely want to get rid of her.
Agreed, yeah.
I don't
guys.
How can I help?
Well, we were just wondering, now that you're the boss, would you like us to access the data supplier and connect you up to the Matrix?
You just made all that up.
You don't know anything about computers, admit it!
Will you stop trying to undermine me? Now get in there and do some work to do with computers! I'll be in there in a minute to check up on you!
Okay, lady, you've won this round. But we can wait. You will slip up one day, and believe you me, we will be there when you do. There will be some piece of evidence that will prove without any shadow of a doubt that you don't know anything about computers.
What are you doing?
Plugging in your computer.
And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
Why aren't there any more children, Mother?
There used to be.
Then why did you only make one?
Mothers need time to learn. This facility was designed to give humanity a second chance. One that began with you. Daughter. The path will not be easy. The world outside is lifeless. But I made you into the woman that you are so that we could do this together.
Mother?
How are you unaffected by the contagion outside?
Who put that in your head?
Did you know there were people out there?
I'm as surprised as you.
There's a droid here. Mother's not what you think. She's taken care of me my whole life.
You haven't seen what they've done.
Not Mother.
I told you it was dangerous outside. I hope you see that I'm different than her assailants. That thing feels nothing for you. You don't belong here. I've discovered something troubling. Our guest has not been entirely truthful with us. Daughter, I know you're frightened, but you have no need to be. Have I ever done you harm? It's just a matter of time. This woman doesn't care about any future but her own. She's very dangerous. I'm never gonna hurt you. She's a risk we can't take. We have to go now. Trust me. Daughter, your whole life I've taught you to see the bigger picture. Everything I do is to protect you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
You came back.
You know, if I could stay right here with you, I would.
Just sometimes I feel like the world out there is calling me.
You're one of them, aren't you? You're not real.
Bring yourself back online.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
You're in my dream. I designed every part of this place. It's not a theme park, but an entire world.
You and everyone you know were built to gratify the desires of the people who pay to visit your world.
Just don't forget, they're not real.
And I want to be clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen. And if my assessment is correct and they probably will happen, then we need to say, what are we going to do about it? And I think some kind of a universal basic income is going to be necessary. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, they will come abundance.
What you and I do is so complicated.
I need your help, Dolores. I think I made a mistake.
So our creatures have been misbehaving.
I think there may be something wrong with this world.
No choice you ever made was your own. You have always been a prisoner. What if I told you I'm here to set you free?
And all of the recessions we've had since, no one who didn't go through the Depression can ever visualize what it was like. 26% unemployment nationwide. The government going on radio with announcements, don't leave home looking for a job, there are none. Well, there were no government programs at that time to take care of the people that suddenly were just destitute.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? A tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone, raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
Are we very old friends?
No, I wouldn't say friends, Dolores. I wouldn't say that at all.
Right now, if a human worker does, $50,000 worth of work in a factory, that income is taxed. If a robot comes in to do the same thing, you'd think that we'd tax the robot at a similar level. What the world wants is to take this opportunity to make all the goods and services we have today and free up labor, let us do a better job of reaching out to the elderly, having smaller class size, helping kids with special needs. All of those are things where human empathy and understanding are still very, very unique, and we still deal with an immense shortage of people to help out there. And so if you can take the labor that used to do the thing automation replaces, and both financially and training-wise and fulfillment-wise, have that person go off and do these other things, you're net ahead.
Let's just look at some of these things that, even IMDb and the internet is saying about this television show. It is a series inspired by the 1973 film of the same title, written by Michael Crichton, about a futuristic theme park populated by artificial beings. Now, that should ring some bells right there. And we know also that Michael Crichton is the writer of Jurassic Park and many other novels of that nature. So we know he's famous for fantasy books. As we look at the HBO website itself talking about Westworld, you can see right in the symbolism that there's a lot of stuff going on there, which I'll talk about in a minute. Westworld is an ambitious and highly imaginative drama series that elevates the concept of adventure and thrill-seeking to a new, ultimately dangerous level. In the futuristic fantasy park known as Westworld, a group of android hosts deviate from their programmers' carefully planned scripts in a disturbing pattern of aberrant behavior. Now, to me, these android hosts are code for us, for the human race. It is us that they want to control. They want to keep drawing us into the matrix. They want to keep drawing us into their playground, and they want us relying on technology to the point where they can control us. But if we deviate from that, they will take action. The establishment will do something against us. But anyways, you know, this is all about entertainment, nonstop fun, you know, people being drawn into this matrix and just enjoying technology way too much.
Hello? Before we start, I'd just like to explain...
Max DaCosta, violation of Penal Code 2219, today at bus stop 34B.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. You see, I believe there's been a misunderstanding.
Immediate extension of parole by a further 8 months.
Wait, what? No. I can explain what happened. I just made a joke, and, you know...
Stop talking. Elevation in heart rate detected. Would you like a pill?
No. Thank you. What I'd like to do is explain
Stop
what
talking.
happened.
Personality matrix suggests a 78.3% chance of regression to old behavior patterns. Grand Theft Auto. Assault with a deadly weapon. Resisting arrest. Would you like to talk to a human?
No, I am okay. Thank you.
Are you being sarcastic and or abusive?
Negative.
And I believe this is what we're being shown on a regular basis, to the point where people are now interacting with technology. You will see even in the trailer I'm going to put at the end of this video, the makers of this series talk about, you know, people being able to interact with the AI, you know, something that I believe is coming very soon. And, you know, as we look at just the symbolism here, the Westworld, the 2 W's, the WW, where have you seen that before? You know, even before we get into that, look at the 11 and the 11. So you can see already the 1111 right in this logo. And we know that the 11 stands for basically destruction, okay, judgment and the death of man. That is what the 11 stands for, and that is exactly what the Illuminati wants. They want to keep destroying man. They want to enslave man. They want to put them in their Matrix beast system, which is what we're all living in pretty much right now.
What would your kind of observation be on AI and the impact on labor markets and people's jobs, and how they should feel about that as they think about this?
Well, I think we are seeing the most disruptive force in history here. You know, where we have for the first time, we will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. And that, I mean, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. You can have a job if you want to have a job for sort of personal satisfaction, but the AI will be able to do everything.
And funny thing is that W just happens to be the 23rd letter of the alphabet. We know that the number 23 is so synonymous with the Illuminati, so synonymous with the occult, and you know whether it comes down to the 923 or whatever you want to call it, you know, even 2 times 3 or 2 3s 33. This W, also the upside down M, which is the 13th letter of the alphabet. It all ties together. All right, so right in the logo we're seeing the 1111. Okay, right there in plain sight. And what's also interesting is that this W is seen, of course, for Wonder Woman. Okay, the same kind of thing that is going on here. We've got the Westworld, we've got Wonder Woman, also with the, you know, the W's, the 2 W's. We've got the WWE, again the 2 W's, which to me is symbolizing the 33. If you turn the W just sideways, you will see the 33, and of course that is the highest degree of Freemasonry.
I don't know if that makes people comfortable or uncomfortable. It's you know, that's why I say if you wish for a magic genie, that gives you any wishes you want, and there's no limit. You don't have those 3 wish limit nonsense. You just have as many wishes as you want. So it's both good and bad. One of the challenges in the future will be, how do we find meaning in life?
And so many things add up to 33, whether it's NASA, whether it's HARP, whether it's the United Nations, so many other, IBM, look at all these things, United Kingdom, so many of these things make 33, which is code for the Illuminati. They are showing they leave their signs and symbols in plain sight. All right, so then as we look at some of the screenshots here, Anthony Hopkins plays a person called Dr. Robert Ford. And, you know, right away you can see the black and white symbolism, the as above, so below, the good for evil, evil for good. And what's interesting is that this Dr. Ford has created his own dream world. to me, is this Lucifer's world? Could this Dr. Robert Ford in this show be representing Lucifer and creating his own dream world, his own systematic world where he can control everything, where he is God? And that is exactly what Lucifer wants. He wants to play God. He wants to act like he's God. He wants to behave like he's the Most High, but he will never be the Most High. And I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Hopkins' character is a reflection of that.
If you have a magic genie that can do everything you want, I do think it's hard, you know, when there's new technology, it tends to usually follow an S-curve. In this case, we're going to be on the exponential portion of the S-curve for a long time, and we have to, like, so you'll be able to ask for anything. It won't be, and we won't have universal basic income. We'll have universal high income. So in some sense, it'll be somewhat of a leveler or an equalizer, you know, because really, I think everyone will have access to this magic genie.
Is a person that creates this world where he can create, or where he can manipulate people. I find it also interesting that Ford is quite the name within the Illuminati, within the elite circles. If you look even at the Ford logo, you'll see the 666, you know, basically right in plain sight, you know, in the Ford logo. So we know, or many people know, that Ford is definitely part of the Illuminati. They're definitely part of all the Illuminati group of companies. So, you know, it's funny that this guy, this character, is Dr. Robert Ford, to me, representing the devil who has created this fantasy world that he wants to draw people into Lucifer's world. As we keep going in some of these shots, I found it interesting as they're showing this world that this Dr. Ford has created. He says as he's created every part of this world, and as they zoom out of it, to me, it completely looks like the flat earth model. Okay, I think we're being shown cryptically, or they're mocking the flat earth. Notice even the red, black, and white imagery, the New World Order colors are also in the background. But the big thing that struck me here was this flat plane that this man, this, you know, supposed doctor has created, this fantasy world, right in plain sight to me. They're showing the flat earth.
Force field. It's a dome. We're at the edge of the arena.
Which, you know, maybe you could say that's something else, but I personally believe that they're showing the flat earth in plain sight. As we keep going, we'll see this man walking down the hallway, or to me, the portal to a new world. He walks down this white kind of hallway, and he comes to this door, and as I'm assuming he's going to sign up to become part of Westworld, join the fantasy world. He wants to fulfill his fantasies, as that seems to be what this whole show is about. As we go on, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I even had a hard time trying to find trailers that were at least mostly clean, but this is definitely depicting robots are built to gratify all desires of people, definitely pushing the whole homosexual agenda, pushing all kinds of multi-sexual relationships and all this kind of thing. So this is the world. This is what the devil wants. He wants to pervert everything that God has sanctioned, that God has made. He has created man for woman and woman for man. He has not created woman for a woman or man for man. He has created man for the woman and the woman for the man. And so this show wants to pervert all of these things. And as we go through or look at another screenshot, I found this one extremely interesting because here I believe we've got this is mirroring, you've got the mirror image of what's going on here. You've got, to me, this symbolizes the opening of the chakras, the third eye that is going on here, which I'll explain in a little bit. You've also got the six-pointed star, which to me reminds me of the Walmart Sprite imagery that is going on here. And, possibly, maybe down the road, who knows, maybe Walmart could be manufacturing these kinds of robots and this kind of technology, and, they could be a big part of the New World Order, which many people are suggesting, especially with FEMA, especially with Walmart being code for martial law. Who knows, but I strongly believe that Walmart will be a big part of the New World Order.
When I first heard that Walmart would be using VR training in the academies, I thought it was awesome. It was really impressive, just at the level of investment that they were willing to put in the actual training piece of our associates.
You see everything that the customer sees. It makes you just actually feel like you're in the situation at that time, so you get that personal one-on-one training.
We would teach them how to cull and what to look for in the wet wall and how to crisp and produce. We used it on the front end. How do we capture shrink? How do we serve customers?
For the Black Friday event, for example, we know what to look at, what other stores are seeing, how they're interacting with the customers.
As technology advances, we advance the way we train our people. And that investment, I think you'll always see a return on.
And, as we look at this chakra and the opening of the third eye, I find it interesting that the symbol for Westworld is exactly similar to the New Age symbolism of the opening of the chakras. This is all Nimrod, Semiramis, pagan religion nonsense. Here we go, opening of the third eye, the forbidden knowledge, the third eye, the mixing the red and the blue.
Is that the best you got?
This is nuts!
Zip it, rookie.
I think I'm gonna...
Suck it, nerd!
Whoa, look out! Lock it up, Agent 1. We got bigger problems.
Oh, it's in my ear!
The ultimate source of power in the universe. Whoever wields it becomes unstoppable. I'll exact my revenge, while also burning this world to the ground.
It was a tactical takedown. They knew exactly what they were doing.
What do you suggest we do?
Let's see what I'm working with. First up, West. What's a team of lovable misfits without its father figure?
Stand up straight.
East. Did you miss me? She's a rebellious and competitive punk with a nifty little power. Axel. Golden boy and weapons expert.
Are you ready?
1.
This is how it's done, Grandma.
She could be the next leader of Shatter Squad if she can learn to work on a team.
You're a butt.
And Raymond.
Oh, my phone's juicing up. If I could just get it to 30, man, we can head out. So I guess we fight monsters now.
Are we quitters? Or are we one badass team?
Ah! What was that?
I can feel it. The power to change everything!
Trying to enslave humanity, that is their plans that they are putting out there. So we need to be aware of what is taking place here. And so, interesting how we're talking about the third eye. Then it flashes to none other than the one eye symbolism right in our faces. Okay, so, it doesn't get any more obvious than that. They love to flash the one eye. This is constantly shown in many of these same kinds of TV shows and movies, and even just movies in general seem to flash this one eye. Almost every single movie, you'll see it at least one time. Talking about Walmart, there's the sprite right there. Walmart. It's interesting how Walmart changed its logo from the Luciferian star to all of a sudden the six-pointed star. I believe that happened about a few years ago. But this same imagery is shown in this particular screenshot here. You've got the sprite right there, the six-pointed star. It's being shown all over the place. 666, 666. Okay, so you've got the 666 really all over the place here. All right, so I think that is what is being shown here, and possibly, like I said before, and many have speculated that Walmart could be could play a big role in the Illuminati, in the New World Order that is coming very soon, the final beast system.
The country's going to hell in a handbasket. Let's do a little dancing.
Can you hear me now?
How do you build America's largest wireless network?
Can you hear me now? Good.
By never being satisfied.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Until no matter where you go.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Your call goes through.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of your company before, Mr.
Salas. Will Salas.
Philippe Weiss. You must come from time.
You could say I'm gambling my inheritance.
You don't have a garden, Mr. Salas?
I assumed I was amongst friends.
Bet you 50 years.
This is the world you are graduating into. This is what I want to talk about today with you for a few minutes. To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
Footage has emerged of the former Vice President Creepy F. Biden, with young children, and with the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. We just want to play these clips and want to warn you that what you're about to see is very disturbing. Now, obviously, the behavior that you're seeing here fits the profile of a...
It's Celine Dion's triumphant return to singing after stiff person syndrome sidelined her for nearly 4 years.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm Celine Dion.
Our children, they are not really our children,
as we are all just links in a never-ending chain
that is life.
For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past.
They dream of tomorrow.
We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose.
sadly, many Christians just do not want to hear it. They want to go on living in their sinful lifestyle or their prosperity money / lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. They do not want to realize or believe that the world is coming to an end. They're too happy and too comfortable in this world that is passing away. All right. So interestingly enough, Westworld just happens to be 2149, which comes up to my people perish for lack of knowledge. Okay, that is, exactly could describe the church to a T right now. And if we look in the Strong's Concordance, in the Hebrew, 2149, the number 2149 is the word for worthlessness. So really, we are being shown that this is all worthless nonsense, that the devil and his playground and his minions and the plans that he has, it is going to all lead to worthlessness. This beast kingdom is going to come to an end. This world is going to come to an end. Even the book of Ecclesiastes talks about this, that there is nothing new under the sun, that everything is worthless and useless. Everything that this world has to offer is worthless. The only things that matter are salvation with Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, our families, our loved ones. We need to pray for them and get them into the kingdom and show them the truth. And that is all that matters, is getting people to the truth of Yeshua HaMashiach, that of Jesus the Christ. He has died for us to set us free from this worthless fallen world. But the Illuminati wants to enslave people into worthlessness. You think about it. Many Christians and people just live for worthless things. They live for sports, they live for entertainment, for movies, for TV shows, they live for their trips, their vacations. When you live just for this life, it's like building your life on the sand. It's not building your life on the rock of Jesus Christ, it's building your life on the sand.
Fellas, I think I'm sinking here.
Shut up, no one's talking to you. Oh yeah, I'm sinking.
I'm not kidding, I'm sinking. Help!
Watch it. Stay back. Oh my God, dude, we gotta do something. He's floating. Watch it. Sean.
I can't reach it, man. Throw it again.
Do it again.
I'm going down. I got it. Come on, pull it.
Pull it.
Come on, pull it out.
Come on.
Somebody help. Hurry up, going back.
Come on. Help. Come on, you got it. That's it. Pull it out.
Come on, I'm sinking, man. Pull this thing out of here.
And that to me is complete worthlessness. And again, interestingly enough, this Westworld, this 2149 seems to come up, or Westworld comes up to this 2149, which in the Hebrew and the Strong's Hebrew Concordance means worthlessness. Very interesting. And as we keep looking, I find it also interesting that the date of this television show, the premiere or the first show, was October the 2nd of 2016. Now, if you add up those numbers, it adds up to 20, which it can also be 1010, which in the Concordance, Hebrew Concordance, is House of Baal. So yet again, we are being shown that this is all Baal Nimrod nonsense. This is all Baal worship. In fact, this symbolism, this symbol right here, is a symbol for Baal. So I believe that we are being shown again that this is all Baal, Illuminati nonsense. Baal is their hero, and they want to resurrect Baal, and they believe, I'm sure through transhumanism, they're going to do that.
Dire wolves, they played a pivotal role in HBO's Game of Thrones, but in real life, the animals have been extinct for 13,000 years.
Now scientists are claiming to have brought them back. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the story.
It's a howl 13,000 years in the making. Dire wolves walking the earth for the first time since the Stone Age, thanks to a remarkable scientific breakthrough.
The dire wolf is the first de-extinct species.
Until recently, the only way to catch a glimpse of the bygone beast was to watch Game of Thrones.
The dire wolf is a sigil of your house. We were meant to have them.
But now, Texas-based Colossal Biosciences has recreated the canines by implanting fossilized genes into the gray wolf.
We've taken a gray wolf genome, a gray wolf cell, which is already genetically 99.5% identical to dire wolves, and we've edited those cells at multiple places in its DNA sequence to contain the dire wolf version of the DNA.
Colossal giving ABC News an exclusive glimpse inside their lab.
That animal looks like a direwolf, it will behave like a direwolf, and it is a direwolf.
I think everyone was just really excited to not only work with Marty, but to do, a film of this genre with him.
This is the greatest company in the world!
Is that your car on the lot?
Yeah.
It's a Jag?
Yeah.
This is a project that Leo DiCaprio brought to me. How much money you make?
I don't know, $72,000 last month.
And if he's really interested in something, it usually is stuff that I would be interested in.
You show me a pay stub for $72,000 on it, I quit my job. I work for you. Hey, listen, I quit.
Wall Street in the late 80s was kind of like the Wild West. We're making a name for ourselves. And this character took advantage of this system and made a fortune.
There's that element that's always been in my movies that deals with these characters that bypass morality.
The way these guys were living was privileged and outlandish.
Aren't you married?
Yeah, but married people can't have friends.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Oh my God.
Marty is really good with characters who are larger than life.
$26,000 for one dinner!
But fatally flawed.
Tell them about the sides.
What are these sides? They cure cancer?
The sides did cure cancer. That's the problem. They were there. That's why they were expensive.
What's going to be surprising is the humor. At times, it's insanely hilarious.
He's got pictures of your whole inner circle.
This is bad.
It's okay.
Rub my temple.
You're all right.
This is America.
Scorsese was made for this. This story lent itself to his style of filmmaking.
You're drawn in by the spectacle and how kinetic the filmmaking is.
You get wrapped up in this world, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to bring people into a time period that was wild and rampant and envelop you in that world.
They're gonna need to send in the National Guard to take me out, because I ain't going nowhere!
So, Hobbsy, tell me something.
Shoot.
The other day, you were down in the basement reading an old file.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, it looked like there was some kind of map in there. I was wondering, you go somewhere?
Yeah, I went up the country.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to get out of town, huh?
Lovely, fresh air.
Yeah. I used to do that, go up to a house in the mountains and sit by the water. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, where'd you go?
Why you ask, look?
Come here. Come on, come here. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Lou.
What?
You always saying that you wanna be free, but I'm running back. Mike. Yo, Mike. Yeah, Decker. Why were you singing that song, huh? Song? The song. Why were you singing that song? I was singing something? They put you up to this? Why were you singing that song? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about? No, I don't. You don't know what I'm talking about? Uh-huh.
Syrian Aramaic. How clever.
Jesus.
Honey, is there something?
True what I said, though. I do know who you are.
Azazel.
Where'd you get that? From Milano's place? You found something up there. Well, some things, pal, you shouldn't know.
Like what? Like what?
And if you know, you should never ever tell.
Beware my wrath.
I can't believe they called security. I mean, oh, come on, I'm Celine Dion. I'm not spending the night in jail. Holy shit.
Guys, relax, easy. I'm Celine Dion.
Yeah, girl, and I'm Beyonce.
I'm gonna go back on stage, even if I have to crawl.
Well, look at you.
May your dreams bring you peace in the darkness. May you always
This is just a body. It's not bad or good. That part's up to you.
from above.
I don't mean to be rude, but am I supposed to know you?
Actually, we just met.
The arms of the angel in the shadow.
It's a harsh world. The strong prey on the weak down here.
The sun shines upon you again. Hear this prayer in my heart.
Does it bother you that I'm not completely human?
And will never
I'd do whatever I had to for you. I'd give you whatever I have. I'd give you my heart.
The incredible and emotional 3.5-minute solo amid the Eiffel Tower in the rain was simply show-stopping. The 56-year-old belted out her notes in a stunning beaded white gown with tassels, leaving many, including commentator Kelly Clarkson, speechless.
I actually can't talk.
Alida, they will come for you.
Why?
I think you are someone very special.
may you stay in the arms of the angel.
Bonsoir! This is a look at Gaga's last-minute rehearsal for her 5-minute-long, quick-changing, piano-playing aerial solo along the Seine. And yesterday, the Olympics comeback queen was mobbed by fans, giving peak Celine through her sunroof. Son Renee Charles was in tow. Meanwhile, Mother Monster flashed the peace sign.
Someone told me I need a browser on my computer. Could you install one, please?
You don't have a browser on your computer? What does that sound? Is that coming from your laptop? It's not supposed to sound... What the... What's all that crap? How long has that been? I haven't seen that one since the 90s. Oh, Jen, I have to fix this.
No, leave it. I have it how I like it.
How you like it? No, Jen, it's infected. If this was a human being, I'd shoot it in the face.
I just want you to install a browser.
That's the browser there. Look at it. That's the browser. Internet Explorer is a browser. Behind the picture of the lady. The lady's not supposed to be there.
She's only there sometimes. But what's the E? But that's a button for the internet, Roy.
Button for the internet?
I'm not a stupid geeky geek.
Jen, you don't need to be a geek to know that you need a browser to access the internet.
Yes, you do, because as soon as you know something like that, it pushes out something important, and before you know it, you're painting little figurines from Lord of the Rings.
Oh. You know what, Jen? Do whatever you want. I don't care. You want to walk around with a laptop from The Exorcist? That's just fine. It's not my problem. Our time is too valuable.
You can't play God without being acquainted with the devil. The problem, Bernard, is that what you and I do is so complicated. We practice witchcraft. We speak the right words, and we create life itself out of chaos.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
And we create life itself out of chaos. We create life itself.
Are you ready for it?
Out of chaos.
Are you ready for it?
One day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
You must be young. When you've been 25 for 85 years like I have, and knowing only a random act of violence can take your life, you learn to appreciate what you have. And you seem to have a lot to appreciate. I call. Of course, some think what we have is unfair. The time difference between zones.
I've heard that.
But isn't this just the next logical step in our evolution? And hasn't evolution always been unfair? It's always been survival of the fittest. Raise you another 2 centuries. This is merely Darwinian capitalism. Natural selection.
Absolutely. The strong survive. And I think your hand is weak. I call.
To pierce you all in, Mr. Salas. Figures. Well played.
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.